Hello everybody, this is Tip Top MTG here today with another Magic the Gathering video. In today's video, we are going to be looking at Magic's announcement of the next Secret Lair Superdrop, that being labeled Secret Lairs Smitten Superdrop. So for those who don't know what a Superdrop is, it's essentially when Wizards of the Coast releases multiple Secret Lairs at the same time, and then there's a bundle option usually that allows you to buy all of them, and if you do, you get a little bit of a discount for doing so. And so we're going to be breaking down this super drop here today, and yeah, I do want to talk a little bit about me releasing Secret Lair videos just really quickly. In the past, I've kind of ignored Secret Lair announcements unless they are super drops, just because one random Secret Lair being announced really isn't a whole video worth. It's essentially like, hey, these cards are being reprinted, and a lot of Secret Lair is subjectiveness. It's not, ooh, how cool are these cards? Well, I could think that this card, it looks awful, and you could think it looks amazing. So for that reason, I normally don't talk about Secret Lairs, but when it comes to super drops, it is something that I feel like is big enough to talk about. On top of that, they've also announced in the past that they're kind of moving away from single Secret Lair drops outside of charity events and things that don't make sense to be part of a super drop. For instance, if it was part of a holiday, but essentially they are moving to, I think they said 4 super drops a year, but I don't remember. It could have been more than that. But they essentially said instead of doing a bunch of random little Secret Lairs, they're going to do them in super drops and kind of adjust how they do that. So I'm not going to read through exactly what they say. Instead, I'm going to look through the cards. I'm going to tell you what I think about it. And yeah, so this first one is very rad. It is a fairy, obviously, Secret Lair. And you can see that they all have very similar art styles, very different to what Magic usually has. We can actually see the art, or the cards better right here. In terms of their selection, Glenalendra Archmage, she's decent play. We have Mistbind Clique, which is... I mean, like, it's not bad, but they're just fairies, and I've seen all of these before, so if you're running a fairy deck and you like this art style, it may not be bad to pick up, and that's going to kind of be my whole opinion. Now, the one big thing I hate about this is that these are only available in foil, so if you wanted them in non-foil, you couldn't get them like that, and I think that's just such a disappointing thing, and maybe that's because the art was designed to be foil, but I think the fact that they do this whole, like, some of them are foil, some of them are not, some of them you get to choose, is kind of meh. But again, if you're looking for these 4 cards, it's coming in for about $40, depending on where you're located, but it'll be $40 in the US. And yeah, I don't think these 4 cards add up to that amount, but you do obviously get that exclusive artness. So you do kind of need to like the cards and like the art. Or I guess one or the other. If you just really like Glenalendra Archmage, maybe you want new art. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on Secret Lairs. If you like the art, then it's worth it to you. These probably aren't going to be a financial decision. Like some Magic products, you can break it down financially and say, yeah, this is a good quote-unquote investment. So yeah, so you get one of each of these. And they don't mention anything about MTG Arena codes or MTG Online codes, which I think is really disappointing, but maybe they're just not including it here in this announcement page. Next, we have the unfathomable crushing brutality of basic lands. So these are 5 basic lands, I believe. Yeah, you get 1 full art of each, and they are kind of similar to the Theros Beyond Death lands, where they actually have this mana symbol in the middle, but instead of being all, you know, constellation-y for Theros, they are very metal and are very similar to the metal theme Secret Lair we got last year. In terms of them, I'm not a huge fan, mostly for the fact that I like my land colors to match so that it's easy to tell what's what. Yes, I know there's a giant symbol on the front of the card, and that definitely helps, but I just don't love that the island isn't blue, the mountain isn't red. I mean, the swamp, I think, is the best one, and the plains, I think you could also get away with, but I just feel like I like lands that kind of match the color. This one is only $30, so it is a little bit cheaper, probably because they are, you know, basic lands. However, they are available in both foil and non-foil, which I think is really good. For someone who doesn't want foil but really likes the art, they can do that, and if someone does like foil, you can also get that as well. And then we have Valentine's Day 2021. So this is just celebrating Valentine's Day with a couple different cards. So we have Boros Charm, not bad. Gisela sorry, Blade of Gold Knight, kind of dressed up here as Cupid. We have Goblin Rabblemaster, Heliod Suncrowned, and Monastery Swiftspear, along with a Goblin token, all in a very different art style. But all of these cards are generally pretty good. I could see someone putting all of these cards inside a Gazella deck. And yeah, the theme of like I guess Borosness. I don't know. They all just seem like pretty decent cards. It is available in both foil and non-foil, which I think is great. You'll notice here they have a foil edition version, so it'll be non-foil as well. So yeah, this will be available there. Now, the next one is Showcase Kaldheim Part 1, and so essentially this seems like something they're going to be doing for the future is whenever they release a showcase style for a set, whether it be Zendikar or whatever, they are going to go back and add that style to older cards. For instance, with Zendikar, I believe they did one called Zendikar Classics, where they took cards that were popular printed in previous Zendikars and reprinted them with the landfall art. For instance, I think we got an Avenger of Zendikar. Now here, it looks like they're taking kind of the giants, the giants, like some of the more popular giants, for instance, Primeval Titan, Frost Titan, and Uro Titan of Nature's Wrath, and they're putting them in this fancy art and new style, which I think is really, really interesting to see how Uro, who is currently a standard card, is getting kind of this style later on, which I think is really interesting, and it makes me curious if this will come to like something like MTG Arena. In terms of Primeval Titan, pretty good card. Frost Titan, pretty good card. And this is going in for about 25 bucks. Again, I say about just because it depends on your location, but 25 US dollars or 35. So it is actually one of the cheapest showcase, or sorry, one of the cheapest Secret Lairs I've ever seen. But here's the reason why. Oh, wow. Okay. No, we are planning on an upcoming ban and restricted announcement. In that announcement, we plan to ban Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath, and Pioneer, Modern, and Historic. Additionally, we are continuing to discuss about doing the same in Legacy. While we are still working internally on the larger ban and restricted announcement for that week, we wanted to share this information ahead of schedule. Wow, okay, I'm glad I read through that. So, first off, we have this announcement. Second, we have the announcement that Uro is being banned in Pioneer, Modern, and Historic, which is really, really nice. I actually may be making a whole video over that just because I think it is such a big deal. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That video will be coming. Actually, there's a lot of news today. We're also going to be talking a little bit about MTG Arena and also some Challenger deck stuff. So there's probably going to be 4 videos coming out today. That's pretty insane. But then we have Kaldheim Part 2, and this one is also based on Giants, but this time it's in black and red. We get with Inferno Titan, Grave Titan, and Kroxa. I do think it's kind of sad that Sun Titan, the most popular one, did not get reprinted. But whatever, we do of course see Kroxa, who again is a standard card, so I wonder if we'll see both of those pop up over into Arena. Yeah, so you get the showcase version. Now you'll notice this one's non-foil is $29.99, and I wonder if they reduce the price because Uro is going to be banned. But it's kind of weird that 3 cards that are, you know, the same caliber, 2 of the Titan cycle, and then 1 of the Theros, you know, giants, and then, you know, in the new frame, and they did the same exact thing here, but it's $5 more expensive, probably because it is not being banned. So yeah, that's really interesting. Then we have Smitten Superdrop, which is essentially all of these. So I really don't like that they separated these. I think that they should have been just one thing. Although I guess when you think about it, would you rather have had a $50 bundle or 2 $25 ones? I guess having 2 $25 ones is technically better because you can pick and choose. If you don't care about Kroxa on the other ones, you're not forced to get it to get Uro. So I guess that's fine, but it does kind of feel weird that they are different priced. If they were both $25, I feel like I could support it a lot more. But yeah, if you like those cards, pretty awesome. Uro is gonna get banned out of everything though. And yeah, so you will get all of the things. Also, by the way, this is with this one, you get both the foil and non-foil edition, so you're actually getting 2 of each card, which is kind of interesting, except for the fairy one, since it only appears in foil, you're only getting 1 of those. And so that price will be 260 bucks essentially, and you're saving about 50 bucks. So yeah, that is what is happening. And then also they have the Black is Magic Secret Lair that's kind of running separate to this as a as a charity event thing. So yeah, that is the Secret Lair announcement. I think it's fine. I think if you enjoy the cards and like the art style, go ahead and get it. But it's not personally my favorite thing. I think the most revelatory thing in this entire announcement was the fact that they are announcing this ban. That's pretty insane. Yeah. So if you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful, please hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know if you guys are getting any of these in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.